Oh, whoops. Oh, no. Oh, shit. All new for 2025 is the ALLPOWERS r1500 LITE. Now, before I get into all the specs, you're going to realize it is a beast. Whether you are living off-grid in a tiny home, or you are living in a state with frequent blackouts, or you're a van lifer, you can also be the weekend warrior, right? You don't have to be like me, who's off-grid 24/7 or on the go. This may just fit the bill. Did I mention the price yet? Let's get into that. It's an amazing value. The price breaks down to 37 cents per watt hour. That's actually the cheapest one so far that I have reviewed on the channel. 37 cents per watt hour for something this modern and is new for 2025. I will leave the link in the description for you guys. ALLPOWERS seem to have sales all the time for every holiday, it seems like. And I'll also drop a special coupon code as well for an additional 10% off for not only the R1500, but for all of their products if you guys want. As I mentioned, ALLPOWERS seem to have the market beat in terms of specs and price. You get more value for your dollar. All the specs on this one is higher than your competitor for a cheaper price. So makes sense. You guys know ALLPOWERS have been featured on the channel quite a few times, and go ahead and watch them. And on each individual power unit, I have different thoughts on it, so stay tuned for a pros and cons and a conclusion at the end. For you van lifers out there, box truck lifers, RV lifers, I'm going to go through this in order why this might work out for you. So first, for the van lifers, 1056 watt hours. That's, of course, lithium iron phosphate batteries, the safest batteries currently today. Let's just pretend you are going to discharge the 1000 watt hours every single day and charge this back up every single day. Discharge and charge. This can effectively give you 3,500 plus charges before reaching its 80% capacity. Now, if you do the math, that's going to be over 10 years of reliable service. Also, it has a 1600 watt pure sine wave inverter in here with a spike of 3200. Now let me break that down in layman's terms. That means you can plug in and power everything like normal household could power that is under 1600 watts. So let's say a refrigerator, a fish tank, your Bitcoin mining computer, all of the laptops in the house, the TVs in the house, a blender, etc., all at the same time. It also has a bunch of USBs here. It has two USB-Cs at 100 watts and a couple of USB-A quick charges as well. Of course, it's going to have your cigar port lighter right here. You can power your drone or anything that has a 12 volt. And it also has all these dust covers, which is nice if you're going to be out here in the wilderness constantly. You don't want a lot of dust and, accidental splashes getting into these electrical ports. So because of the quick recharge with the AC, it's 50 minutes, 1200 watts. You can charge it up, go do your laundry or go get a coffee, charge this up at a coffee shop. Or if you happen to have that much solar, up to 650 watts, the R1500 LITE can handle that. So this might just be able to run your entire van life. I would say if you're intermediate to advanced van lifer, meaning your power needs, this might just very well have you covered. Now let's talk about the preppers. If you happen to live in a state where frequent blackouts happen, shout out to my sister who lives in Texas. She has blackouts frequently. This has a UPS as well. That just stands for uninterruptible power supply. It's going to switch over in 10 milliseconds. That's actually the fastest I've ever heard of. So if you have your fish tank plugged in here, everything plugged in here as well, and you have this plugged into your house, now let's say you have a power outage, all of your critical systems are still going to be running in 10 milliseconds. You're not going to have any interruptions at all. So for you preppers, this might be great. Also, you can fill it up, as I mentioned, with solar if you happen to have 650 watt flexible solar panels or briefcase style ones that you pop out in case of emergency or when you go camping. So this might just be perfect for you guys. Now, there's a lot of home preppers that think they need these massive boxes on wheels to plug into your electrical panel in your house and all that. While that being nice, for the average person, you're not going to need that. So, usually power gets restored within a few days, or if you happen to have solar, right, you can just use something this small and replenish it with solar every day. Get a long extension cord with a solar panel on the outside. get you powered up right away. So you don't necessarily need those giant home backup power that are $5, $6, $7,000. So we talked about van lifers, off-gridders, and we talked about preppers. Who else is there? Well, I know a lot of people my age, they have kids. They actually go and bring this with them to their kids' tournament on the weekends. If you guys ever know about tournaments, sometimes they're 10 hours long. I used to do swimming and polo, so I used to go to these tournaments in the school bus, and we'd be there all day long. I'd pack myself a lunch. So you can bring this instead and bring another cooler, a 12-volt one, plug it right up in here, have ice cold drinks for your kids or the homies all day long, right? There really is no limitation. If you're going to the ball game, you know, your kid's ball game or your work function or something, it's outdoors, you can always bring this in another little 12-volt freezer or refrigerator, have all the drinks on there and be the freaking hero of the party because you brought all of the Gatorades and everything else. You can also be the weekend warrior with something like this, right? Let's say you want to get into exploring, but of course you have some electronics, your laptop, you still need to work online. Bring the R1500 with you, and it could really power everything that you need. So let's go ahead and get all of my electronics out, plug everything in at the same time, and see if I can't make the ALLPOWERS r1500 quit. Okay, first up, let's go ahead and power it on. Currently 57%. Let's go ahead and get the drone batteries going. Okay, drone batteries are charging at 67 watts. Let's go and plug in the iPad. Boom, charging. Boom, laptop is charging. Okay, now we're gonna test out the induction cooktop here. This is 1800 watts. Let's start off lower than that. Oh, whoops. Oh no! Oh, shit. Damn. Okay. The hazards of doing the job. Induction in. Cast iron on. Hit the button. Okay, nothing yet. Here we go, it's on. Let's press our luck and go up to 1600. 1600 watts. Woo! It is getting hot in here already. The display is showing 1650. There you go, guys. 1600 watt induction cooktop over here, charging up all my electronics that fell on the floor. It works flawlessly. Let's go ahead and turn it off, or let's go up to 1800 watts, see what happens. Should turn off now. Still going. Still going. But I don't want to push it, so let me turn it off. Oh, there you go. So it has built-in protections to protect the battery. If it's pulling too much power, it'll automatically turn off, as you saw there. Went all the way up to 1800 watts on my induction cooktop. My cast iron is scolding right now. Meanwhile, plugging everything else, drone batteries, all my electronics, not an issue. What a beautiful day. And as you can see here, we have the ALLPOWERS hooked up to a load tester, and it's currently charging up my house batteries in the box truck. It's been on for 3 minutes, and so far it's transferred 0.034 kilowatts over. Coming out is 644 watts. So once this thing drains, we're going to count exactly how much kilowatt hours that was depleted, and then we're going to compare that to the stated amount. Stay tuned for that.
A few moments later.
Okay, here we go. Screen battery actually still has 5%. Let's check the load tester here. Oh wow, we got 0.95 kilowatt hours, which is basically what this is rated at, 1000 watt hours. Sorry, some people are shooting in the distance here. And just to give you an idea, if you have something that you want to power that's 650 watts, you can run that for 1 hour and 26 minutes. So it's nice to know that the rated capacity of 1,000 watt hours is as tested. There you go, guys, tested. And you may be wondering, well, that's not exact 1,056 watt hours. Well, you're going to have some inefficiencies due to heat buildup and inefficiencies through the transfer of power. So this is right on par at 0.95 kilowatt or 1,000 watt hours. Now, just for fun, here's a size comparison between the R1500 Lite that you see on the right and the R2500 Plus that you see on the left. Okay, I'm charging up the ALLPOWERS with another battery bank that's really loud, so I'm going to try to get the mic right up here. Obviously, this is not scientific. We're currently at 29%. Haven't quite gotten to the 1200 as promised yet, but 1,000 ain't bad. Here's what it sounds like with the mic stuck right into it. It's actually very quiet for 1,000 watts in. Very nice, just like the regular R1500. So the sound test is a pass for me. Now time for the pros, cons, and conclusion. Number one is going to be the price. Under $400 here, 37 cents per watt hour. Number two is going to be the specs. It is a beast. Over 1,000 watt hours of LFP batteries in here, 1,600 watt pure sine wave inverter. All the ports you need for a low price. Number three is going to be the functionality. Because of the higher specs, that means you can use it for a lot more things. And it also has a over 1,000 watt input with the wall charger and 650 watt with the solar. So it accepts big numbers as well. So for all of you preppers out there, this might be okay for you if you can harvest the sun throughout the day. Now, real quick, another pro is that it doesn't have the battery expansion ports on this side, which means you don't have to pay for it if you never thought you were going to upgrade to more batteries anyways. So why pay for something that you may or may not need? So as you can tell, this side is blank. This is where the expansion battery ports used to go on the original R1500. Now I assume that's why they call it the Lite, because it doesn't have that anymore. But it's about $60, $70 cheaper plus my discount code. So that's why I like that they give you options in case you're never gonna upgrade. Why pay for the ports, right? Now, I've had this unit for about 3 weeks now, close to a month, and we're gonna get into the cons in a segment I like to call petty or legit. I can honestly say it's very difficult to find anything I don't like about it, but there are some. So number one is going to be the delay in the AC here ports. It takes about 8 to 9 seconds to actually activate the AC ports. Now, is that a big deal? No, but I thought I would mention it just in case. Now, number two, it is for sure petty. I think it might be a little bit big for 1,000 watt hours these days in 2025. Now, is that a big deal? Not really, because I'll throw the specs up on the screen here, all the dimensions for you guys, and you guys can decide whether or not it's too big or too small, right? This one gets a major go. That's a triple major go. That's the highest go on the channel. Combination of massive big boy specs here with a very low price under $400. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do believe this is a great combination of top tier specs with a very low price. So value for days on this one. The ALLPOWERS r1500 Lite is a major go for me. I really do think this R1500 Lite gives you the best of the specs plus a very low price under $400. Thank you for watching all of my videos, and if you're not subscribed, do so you don't miss out. Thanks so much, players. Peace.